Hello, my beautiful swords. How you doing today? This is officially me, Sugar and Spice, 1221. I just thought I would come on here today and, just do a little talking. Swords, I want y'all to read and study the Word of God for yourself. Read 2 Timothy chapter 3 all the way through. We're living in some perilous times. A lot of people don't want to believe it because they want to continue to live their lives in folly. You understand when I said folly? That means to be blindly led by unclean spirits. God is a spirit. Jesus said, them that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth. No, I'm not a Bible scholar. I cannot go directly, quote off scriptures and, where to go look it up at. But certain things resonates and it stays in my mind. See, you want something that is eternal. You want to build up your kingdom, not on this earth, but in heaven with God. When I say, about Christianity and stuff like that, I'm not denouncing God. I would never do that. Never. Because in my heart of hearts, I know who has brought me through many hard times, many trials. He've kept this mind sane to where I know the truth and I also know a lie. Now you got people on YouTube that they do not see the truth. They have eyes to see, but they see not. They have ears to hear, but they hear not. Everything inside of this ear that they listen to is cluttering their brain and is making their brain just do all this stuff up in here to where they cannot think straight. So if you cannot think straight, you cannot live straight. You're supposed to live a godly life. You're not supposed to grab a hold of the horns of the bull and then let go. Because what's going to happen is that awesome God that we serve, he is going to serve to you what you have put into somebody else's ear. See, I'm going to be held accountable for what I say out of my mouth, whether it's good or whether it's bad. I'm not telling you who to subscribe to, who not to subscribe to. I'm not telling you this. But you got to be able to tell the difference between truth and a lie. I'm not talking about no content creator. I'm talking about the creator of heaven and earth. I'm talking about the creator of us as people. Now, I know I'm on here every other day. I was coming against one content creator. The only reason why I was is because this woman is teaching falsehood. I hate evil. I have evil in me. And I've been trying my best to keep the evil out of me because I know what I'm capable of doing, And I would never lead you to a point into the bowels of hell. And you got a lot of people on here that is leading you into the bowels of hell. They have gathered followers because of the fact that they want to discredit another human being, another child of God. Now, whatever a person do in their privacy, that's between them and God. It's not between me and them. I have nothing to do with that. I'm not that nosy. I'm not that invested. And then to do it to hurt another person. That's anybody out here. It can be your neighbors. It can be your family members. It can be people that you don't like. Now, I told you I had a problem. I had a problem with hate until God took it out of my heart. He took it out of my mind. He was like, how would you feel? You know what's going on around you, but you don't have to participate in it. Once you participate in it, you become it, whether you know it or believe it or not. How can you say that you love God and you follow behind people that hate or to try to destroy one of God's creation? Just because you don't like this person, or because you don't like what this person wear, or you don't like what this person, what they have. I probably said that twice. I don't know. I'm getting old. I'm old as crap. I'm 64 years old. You can tell. Look at all this stuff right here, y'all. I try to put in a ponytail. That's what I was trying to say the other day. I watch people on YouTube put their hair in a ponytail. Now, this is as far as my ponytail is going to get. And their hair is shorter, a lot shorter than mine. If I take this little ponytail down, you actually see what my hair look like. Y'all will probably click off my channel and run. Because, baby, whoo-wee. It's just like I had issues with, I never had issues with aging. I love the elderly. You know what I'm saying? Just like I love young people. I think that, a lot of people have a problem with old people because most old people can read you without you saying anything. And I didn't understand that when I was young, right? But as I started getting older, when I got like in my 20s, and I started seeing what my granny and my great-grandmama used to tell me, when growing up. I had some strong women in my family, strong men in my family that was a person of their word. I'm the type of person, if I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. And, like I said, I got a daughter. I have 2 sons. I have several grandkids. And I try to teach them right and wrong. Because I know for a fact that they got to live in this world around evil people. A lot of people don't think they're evil, but they have a league of legions because they are many, and they gather in a crowd. And when they gather like that, what they do is they try to suck the energy, the life that God put in you out of you. And that's what they've been doing on this YouTube. YouTube is a powerful tool. It's of the airwaves. Anybody can get on YouTube. Now, if I can make a video on YouTube looking the way I look at this present moment, anybody can get on here. I'm not on here faking the funk. I'm not on here trying to be somebody else because I can't be nobody else. I was listening to Beloved Life yesterday when she was talking about, self-made millionaire. when she said, don't give these, what she was basically saying, I'm not talking about the nuggets that she was giving about becoming successful. But in a point, it was about that. Because she was like, if somebody come against you, attacking you, don't become a part of their ploy. They're trying to throw you off course. Because you're born for greatness. My swords, you are born for greatness. I don't care what it is that you do in life. You can be a trash collector. You can be a housekeeper. You can be a CEO. You can be the president. You can be the king. You can be whatever in this life. But don't let nobody throw you off course to the point that you can't get back on course. Because if you allow somebody to take that from you, they have power over you. Never give anybody that kind of power over your life. Now, I've gotten on here. I've said different little things, waddling back and forth. And I have no excuses for myself. I can't justify, but I had a reason behind it. But one of my main goals in life is to try to change the bad that I see in me. And sometimes the bad in you will project you into your greatness. Only if you don't do something that is malicious, backbiting, heady, high-mindedness, having a form of godliness, but you possess no power. And then the people that follows you, they have that same unction because they don't like you. Because I know people coming to my channel, they don't like me. I don't care. Because you don't have a heaven or a hell to put me in. And that goes for anybody else. Now, do I think that people are going to be put in hell for cursing? I don't know. I know that you'll be a part of that if you curse a person. When I said cursing, I mean putting voodoo and witchcraft and all this divination and familiar spirits and doctrine, your theology. Your theology does not make me who I am. Only what God's word is. That's why you got to build your hope on a solid foundation. The solid foundation is you cannot be blown off of that. See, I bought me, talking about my hair, I bought me a wig, another wig, because I cannot find my other wigs. It was either buying me another wig or dyeing my hair. Because like I told you, I don't think I look well with gray hair. It makes me look gaudy and sickly, which I'm not sick. I have issues, but I'm not sick. But when you get on here and you try to make a person feel like they're less than who they are, I don't care who you are, then there's something wrong with you as a person, an individual. You got a lot of people have lost their souls. They have sold their souls to the devil. Hold on, y'all. Look, y'all, this is something that I needed. And that's cloth. Can you see it? My son just brought it to me a few minutes ago. And this is the liner. So I'm going to get him to put that up for me. All I want to say is, man, y'all just try to be kind to one another. and stop, being hating on people because maybe they said something that you don't like, or you don't like them, just. And this is what my daughter got me the other day. All these different teas. And it's in a book. That's what she got me. And let me find this other one. Whew, this is heavy. And this is what I got myself. It's called, it's a crochet kit. Oh, God. Let me see. And it's filled with all kind of things that I'm finna start knitting. I used to do that when I was young with my grandmama. I would sit, in a room with her, and she would make some of the most beautiful placemats, for her tables and stuff, because she had a whole lot of beautiful little wet knots, a lot of crystals, porcelain things like little deers and elephants, little bitty, they were about that big. And, she would have things like that, and I really loved them. And when she passed away, my sister didn't like clutter. Look at this right here, y'all. Ooh. She didn't like clutter. Man, I'm finna stop thinking about that shit. I'm an old lady. I'm finna stop thinking about it, y'all. It's a lot of stuff that I have stopped thinking about and stressing out about. But she would make the little tablecloths, and she would starch them. And what did she used that Argo starch, the kind that my mother used to chew on that stuff. It'll be very crunchy, and she would chew it, but she would never swallow it, and she would spit it out. Just like my granny and them used to dip snuff and chew tobacco. They was addicted to this stuff, y'all. And, and then I had an aunt that used to smoke a pipe. And her and her husband be sitting on the porch, after they done did all their work and stuff on that little farm that they lived on, and they would sit on that porch, baby, and they would smoke their little pipes. He have his and she has hers. Now, I ain't never went that far, you know what I'm saying? I don't think I ever will. But yeah, I just want to come on here just to say this. I want to give you some words of encouragement. I want you to continue to stand no matter what comes against you, no matter who comes against you. Because like I said, these people that I've seen on YouTube, a lot of them, they are weak because they have allowed Satan to control their lives. That's why I call them evil. I call them demonic, because only a demonic person would destroy. Godly people don't do that. Godly people does not partake in evil. And even down to their followers, God bless their souls. They are losing their souls by following a lot of these content creators, especially the ones that go against God and his people. Now, I'm not saying all preachers and, all churches is not right, because a lot of them is not. A lot of these pastors is just as worldly as the people, as I am worldly, okay? But you don't go to church for the people. You go to church because you're seeking the word. Anybody can go buy a Bible. Heck, you know what I'm saying? You can go and go to the library and rent a Bible if you don't possess one. And, a lot of people in church will give you a Bible. Now, God, when people holler, oh, God loves me, just like he don't love you no more than he loved me. Facts. But God is people that God was allowed to be created out the womb that he knew that was already evil. That's why you got to read your word to show yourself approved. You know what I'm saying? There is evil people that are born. You got people like, oh, no little babies is evil. Wasn't none of those babies on that ark when the flood came, if you believe the word of God. You understand what I'm saying? So, there was 8 souls on that ark. It was not a child. So at that time, I don't know because I wasn't back there. At that time, there was no children. Or the children was destroyed too. So that means that we're all held accountable for what we do. And especially when you know that you are leading people in the wrong direction. All I'm saying is I can't expect for nobody to have the faith and the love that I have to God on them. This is bothering me, y'all. Lord, I got white hair on the roof. I got white hair on the chin. I looked at my underarms. I don't have white hair under there. But I ain't going to even explain the other white hair, okay? But, I'm not, when B-Love said you got to have personality, you do. That is a gift because, she's got a big personality. She does. And, like I said, a lot of them, I followers on here, they got big personalities. And, I don't want to keep talking about Q because Q is already covered by the blood of the Lamb. God is God. He's got her. No matter what she's done in her life, no matter what she's going to do in the future of her life, God has her. You can see the godliness in her eyes. She's trying. I don't see her on here trying to destroy anybody. I've never seen Beloved on here trying to destroy another person. Not, to the point to where you want to just, don't you know that what is going on? That they could, if a person is like, stressed out all the time or weak, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying like weak. Like if they take another person's words and it resonates in their mind and they become consumed by this, don't you know you can cause a person to unalive themselves? And it brings tears to my eyes because I'm like, what if it had been me? Or what if that was one of my kids? And I look at a lot of these people as being children on here because, like I said, I'm older than all of these people. But I see the ones that is trying to fight in this young lady's defense. And I give them props. I'm so glad that she's got somebody that will stand up for her. I am. Because I'm like, what if it was my kid? You got a whole multitude, an army. You got people that is building their channel on this woman's pain. How dare you do her like that? How dare you? But at the end of the day, I hope God forgives them, because the way that they're going, they're only opening up the door for Satan. And all the people that is following behind them and is working to, to make they build their channels up, to build they whatever they, you're getting it out of evil. That's all I'm saying. You're gaining from evil, not from good. So, my beautiful swords, read 2 Timothy chapter 3. And this book was wrote thousands of years ago. But what this chapter is talking about, look at our world that we live in today, and tell me that if that does not line up to what's going on in our world. There's so much that we need to get on our knees and ask God for forgiveness. We all do. And I'm not judging. I'm not criticizing. I see evil. And when I see evil, I have to speak against it. And if that bothers people, then oh well. You got people on here that's got a Jezebel spirit. You got people on here that's got lying spirits. You got people on here that's got jealousy spirits. You got people on here that's got murdering spirits, falsehoods. And then they want to be they want that self-gratification. You're reaching for something that you cannot obtain. God gives good gifts. He don't give evil people good gifts. The gifts that you're gaining is coming from Satan himself, the angel of light. You understand what I'm saying? Wolf in sheep clothing. Because you was once this. You was once that. But you laid it down. So you chose the world. You chose the world. And the world is going to suck you up. It's just like you got a garden. And then you got weeds. You got to weed it out in order for those flowers to bloom and to thrive. Why can't lift each other up as people that has had to struggle? Our people. I didn't have to struggle the way my forefathers did. And my forefathers are not those white men in Washington that was in Washington, D.C. Those are not my forefathers. Maybe they're Yoans, but they're not mine. The Native Americans are not my forefathers. I don't know, my granny used to always say, that we had Choctaw Indian in us. And, stuff like that, because, she was just so bright. You know what I'm saying? But see, I'm not a bright woman. I'm a dark brown-skinned woman. So I can't say that I'm from Africa. I can't say this because I don't know. And I'll be dang if I'm going to get a DNA test. I don't want you to know nothing. I don't want you to know that much about me. No. I don't need to know it. But I do know that people have different agendas. I know, whoever this young girl is, she has an agenda. She wanted to destroy another black woman, and her being a black woman herself. Now, unless you got my blood type, you're not of me. You're not of me. And, you can have my blood type and be Caucasian. But the ones that does not possess my blood type, you're not of me. You're of yourself. You're of whoever blood type that you are up under. But when they sit up, the girl was talking about, oh, I'm being young and she's being older than me. Don't you know you got girls out here that is 14, 15 years old out here on the streets? Slanging this, slanging that, and being aware of their sexuality. Age has nothing to do with it. Like I said, that my aunt, she was well almost in her 60s, and she was still a virgin before she got married. Which was my ex-husband. It was his auntie by blood. By me, it was through marriage. She was a virgin. Had never been with a man. And she was saved. And she never tried to force her beliefs on anybody. And that's the way I am. I don't want you to force my belief on you. It's just like, I don't believe, let me tell you something. I believe the only way to God is through Jesus. That's what I believe. And I'm going to always believe that. I don't believe that, and I have nothing against all these other religions. People going to serve the way they want to serve. That's between them and their maker. I believe in the Lord Jesus Christ. I would die on that. I stand on that. Do I think Jesus is the pictures that they depict in most of these churches? No, I don't believe Jesus looked like that. That's all about being an image. I'm not into the image. I'm into the real. I've heard people, I'm being real. You don't know what real is. I'm of old. I'm of old. I can maneuver in the now. And I do see the future. That's all about being in the spirit. And see, like I said, I know what it's like to backslide. Because I'm a backslider. And I've prayed constantly. God, forgive me for my foolishness. For being angry with you because I feel like I deserve this. But God said, no, I want you to have this. This is who you are, lady. You're not that. I made you for this time. Not for back there. Even though I'm a lover of history and science. I am. I have read up on theology. I have read up on poems and it's just so much stuff. The law, medicine, things like that, the earth, the trees, the flowers, the animals. I'm a lover of everything that is being created by God. These men wouldn't know medicine unless God gave them that knowledge. They wouldn't know these things. These things, and a lot of things that's happening today is because it's allowed to happen. Is everybody going to heaven when they die? No, they're not. A lot of people don't even believe in heaven. A lot of people don't believe in hell. But it's one. It all depends on your spirit. You know, a lot of people love lies. They love gossip. They love anything that is not godly. They have been so caught up into this world, even our churches. They've been caught up, and they don't see that they are damning their own souls. And I didn't see it when I was in my early 20s. I didn't. Not to the point to where, you know, as I started aging, I started seeing it, you know, and I just started backing off because I'm like, no, I want my foundation to be solid. Y'all, do you know, if I tell you some of the things that God delivered me from, no psychiatrist delivered me. Nobody else's doctrine delivered me. God delivered me. It's things that I had on me, man, that there's no human being on this earth could have changed me. Like I said, I'm the least. You know, I always thought that I was the tail. And then I found out that I wasn't. You know, because only a person that knows themselves cannot be led by anybody else. I'm not trying to be nobody's leader. I'm my own leader. At this moment, I don't have a husband. I'm by myself as far as like covering. So my hair is my covering. I'm going to take it down. This here, all of this, and it's dry. It's drier than a monkey's butt, y'all. All of this is my covering. Now, I haven't stretched it out in a while because I caught myself putting me a ponytail, you know, and on my head. But all of this is my covering. So when I go to prayer, sometimes I do cover my head, and sometimes I don't. But I have 3 different grades of hair in my scalp, y'all. But all of this right here, God gave this to me. And every time I cut it, it grows. And because I have life, you know what I'm saying? I still got life. And I'm going to live my life abundantly, whether anybody cares or not. Y'all, my head is itching. But, you know, but I just want y'all to know that, you know, don't let nobody destroy your faith and your belief in God. Don't let people get on this YouTube and sway you away. Because the kingdom of God is within you. If a person can get in your head, that means that they are in your kingdom. And they can corrupt your kingdom. You know, they can corrupt it. But I'm finna get off of here. And I will come back again with another video. I'm thinking about putting this wig on my head. But I got to braid my hair down. First I got to wet it. And then I got to put oil in it. Then I braid it down. This is something that I've been using all my life. It's old school. Because I'm old. This is something I take every day. And when the doctor said, I remember when the doctor said that I couldn't have any kids. I had started taking Centrums back in the day. And for some reason, the centrums made me start to ovulate. And so I guess this is a different minerals and stuff like that that they had in centrums. And because I wasn't ovulating, you know what I'm saying? But they said you can never have any kids. And the devil is a liar. And I got pregnant with my oldest son. And like they said that I had to have a C-section with him because my cervix wouldn't open. And he was a small baby. You know what I'm saying? He was a small baby. And, but he's a big man now. He's big. He's a big man. And, but that was the only C-section that I've had. And I've had 4 kids. The rest of my kids came out normal. My cervix opened up. You know. But y'all, this hair, you can tell it is dry because it don't even want to band together like it should. Now, I could pick it out. Like I said, I've combed it. But it still haven't been combed all the way out. See. Still haven't been combed all the way out. But the hair is very strong. And I guess the gray, it's so hard to get this gray out of my hair. So I'm like, why should I fool with it? You know what I'm saying? I'll just buy me a wig and put it on my head. But as you can see, it's thick as crap. See? It just haven't been combed out. And I have the hardest time making me a ponytail. And like I said, I've seen people on here with a little bit of hair, and they can make a ponytail. Mine will not make up. I can make a ponytail, but it's always a big fat ponytail. I remember when I was younger, I used to try to keep my hair cut a lot because it would get real thick and it would mat up, you know, it would lock. But I would have it pressed sometimes. And I'm thinking that it's one length. The way my hair's length is, that's the way it is. But it still grows. And then when it grows long and it's real thick. And it's like bush. And, but I got that, my daddy gave me that curse. He cursed me with that because my daddy had that big, thick head of hair like that. Up until the day he died. But like I said, I got different textures on this one head. But y'all, I'm finna get off of here. I guess I get up and either make me something to eat. It's raining out here now. We're supposed to be getting some snow. I don't know if we're going to get it or not. But I would just love, man, if I wasn't so tender-headed, I would go to a beauty shop and let them do my hair. But I am so tender-headed. And I'm sorry. You know, I hope y'all don't become offended. You got a lot of Africans out here that's doing hair. I'm not going to tell you what part of Africa they from. But I'm afraid to let them touch my head. And I don't have nothing against African people. I love them. But I'm afraid to let them touch my hair. Just like I'm afraid people from any other island touch my hair because I do know that these people practice certain things. I know a lot of them are Christians now, but a lot of them practice witchcraft. And I'm like, I'm not going to let everybody put their hands in my head. I'm just not going to do it. You know, because I know what they do. I know. You know what I'm saying? I know what they do. But they probably wouldn't do it to me because they call me mama. You know what I'm saying? The one that one of my sons used to date, she was from Somalia. Beautiful girl, beautiful. And she would come over, mama this and mama that, and I loved her accent. She could speak English very well, but I loved her accent. And most of the ones that I've ran into are Somalians, and they are some of the sweetest people. I met, other than the dude that I talked to years ago when I worked in hotels, um, he was from Ethiopia. And a lot of those Ethiopian guys are very handsome. A lot of them are. But a lot of them Somalian men are very handsome too. You know, it depends if they ain't got the big teeth. But they are, handsome. I've seen a lot of them from uh, what's that? Nigeria. A lot of them from South Africa. I mean, they look like I'm in. They don't look no different. They all look the same to me. But those Somalians and those Ethiopians look completely different than the rest of the Africans. And there's other tribes too that looks different. The Fulani, I forget what they call them. They the one where they do the makeup and they got the long, man, their hair is so long and just beautiful. And you know, but anyway, y'all, I'm finna get off of here. I have run my mouth too much, but yeah, y'all, just don't follow the crowd. Limit yourself. Protect yourself. Because we're living in a time and an age that evil is always present. And you don't want that evil to be at your door. And it will come knocking. It will come straight on in. And once it comes in, it will wreak havoc, not only on your life, but on your loved one's life. They will take advantage of whomever and whatever they can. Like I said, I'm not afraid of no demonic presence. I've had to fight demons, literally spiritual beings. I had to fight them. I've seen myself punching them because they would try to enter in, and I'm punching you out. That's the kind of strength that my forefathers gave me. But just you live in this world, but you don't have to be a part of it. You don't have to partake in every evil thing that is around you. So babies, keep that whole armor up. Continue to study, to show yourself approved. None of us is perfect. The race is not given to the swift, nor the battle to the strong, but to the one that endures forever. You have to be a person of substance. Your character will move you into directions that, my God, you wouldn't even know. It'll blow your mind. Let God arise, and his enemies shall be scattered. So, I was modded yesterday. I don't even know what a mod is. I don't. But I'm trying to learn about it because I don't know what it means. And I've never been modded before in my life. And I don't know what it really means. But, I'll do whatever I can do to help this content creator out, because she's got a lot of evil forces that's coming against her. And just show you how great she is. That's how great God, that's the gift that God put in her. And, only time that the devil seeks out, he seeks out those that are strong. He seeks out those that is gifted. He seeks out those that God has put favor on, because, you know what I'm saying, the higher you get, the more devils that you get. That's why the same ones that is trying to come against this young lady, God is going to put them underneath her feet. They're going to be as dirt underneath her feet. But what she's got to do is, as a woman of God, is to let God handle it. And, give it all on the altar. God will fight your battles for you. You don't have to worry about it, whether they believe it or not. I'm telling you what I know. God does all things. And sometimes things has come to us as a test to see what we're going to do with that situation. Satan is wicked. Satan is cunning. Satan is a liar. He brings falsehood. He wants you to elevate him. Any time that you're the type of spirit that can enter into and talk to God like he did when it came down to Job, Kira's learning how to be a virtuous woman. And I'm praying for her every day, just like I do for myself, just like I do for my children, just like I do for my grandkids, just like I do for my neighbors. I even pray for those that evil despitefully misuse me. I pray for them all. Because if nobody got me, God got me. He brought me from death to life. No man on this earth ever cared that much about me as God has cared about me. And it's not bragging, it's just facts. But I'm going to continue to fight evil as long as I'm alive. Because God is my sword. He is ahead of me. He shows me the evil. And once I cry out to him, believe this, you can take this to the bank. He shows up and he shows out. Because he knows that I'm not vindictive. He knows that I'm not a malicious person. He knows this. He knows I curse. He made me. So y'all, I'm finna get off of here. I've been on here for too long. I'm finna go on my other channel and try to get this computer. Man, I've been trying to mess with this computer over and over and over again. I play games. I play The Sims. I do, I love The Sims. And because I like, creating houses, I like, building up houses. It's a thing for me to do. So I'm going to go over to my other channel. I'm trying to upload this game that I've been playing. This is Sims 1. That's what I play. And I'm trying to build it up, to where I get more subscribers and stuff like that. Because I've noticed that I've had certain people come and view it, because first I would get like 4 people, 2 people, but I've been getting more people viewing my channels. And none of my channels are for children, so I know it's no kids coming to my channel. So it's other people that love The Sims and love games like me. So, Swords, I'm going to get off of here, but continue to keep that armor up. Continue to build your hope on things eternal. This world is not your home, honey. It's your home now, but in the by and by, a lot of people are like, well, I don't believe in God. That's your choice. That's your preference. But what if you die and your spirit man is before the presence of God? You gonna tell God, oh, I didn't know, didn't nobody tell me. Your faith is not in what you see. Your faith is what you believe. It's your spirit man that is quickened. You understand what I'm saying? It's your spirit man. That's the importance. This body that you see is the house of my spirit. And whatever I consume, it will go into my house. It'll either pollute it or it'll either cleanse it. So I prefer in my years that I have left on this earth is to keep this temple clean as much as I can. Am I perfect? No. Do I have it all together? No. Do I know the word of God from front to back? No. I'm not going to lie and tell you that. But do I know scriptures that has kept me strong thus far? Yes. I had a praying family. I had a praying grandmama and great-grandmama and great-great-great-grandmama. Just like my grandparents, my great-grandfathers. Some of them was some hell on wheels, baby. But they're gone. And but that spirit man is still alive, is waiting on the judgment. Just like when I leave this earth, when this body goes cold on this earth, my spirit is going to be alive. And it still is going to be waiting on those books to be opened. I want to be in the book of life. I don't want to be to the place where God said, I don't know you. Depart from me, ye workers of iniquity, you workers of evil. I don't want to be a part of it. So anyway, I love you all with the love of the Lord. And I'm going to try to keep it as sound and as real as I possibly can. Because I want you to understand me. No, I'm not going to put Eat With Q's name in my title no more. You know why I'm not going to do it? Because I noticed that if you put her name in your title, it draws people to you. I don't want it like that. I want those that are for me to be for me. I don't want you coming over here because you're thinking I'm going to have something bad to say about a person that I love. And, what's wrong with me saying I love this girl? I love all of these people because they're my people. So, what's wrong with me saying I love this person? I love Eat With Q. I love Beloved Life. I love Adrian Slays. I love Truth Hurts. I love Unspoken Purpose. I love, what's her name? The Goddess. I love them all. Local Libra, I love them all. I don't have nothing against none of these people. But some, like I said, but the ones that is trying to destroy another person, those are the ones that my spirit can't resonate with. Now, like I said, we're none of us perfect. We all curse. That don't make me not love you because you curse. And I think a lot of people on here is funny. I do. And but I do. I love her. And I love her mama. I don't know too much about her sister because I've never been on her sister's channel. But I'm gonna start looking at her channel too. And and it's not, you can call it whatever you want to call it. I don't care. You don't pay my bills. My channel is not monetized. And I come on here, it's an outlet to me. It's, it's me putting myself out on TV. What's wrong with that? I wanted to do film when I was young, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't think that you know what I'm saying? I didn't think I was pretty enough. And, during my time and era, it wasn't that many black actors and actresses out here. Unless they played those mammy roles, and I wasn't going to be nobody's mammy. So, so it just wasn't my time. I love the stage, I love costumes. I love a lot of things. I think I love just about everything. You know what I'm saying? But I don't like evil. I don't love evil. That's one thing I'm against. And I will fight tooth and nail to defend good, to defend righteousness, to you know what I'm saying, holiness. So y'all, I'm finna go. I love you all. And I hope you get something out of this. Something. That you can at least tell somebody else. You can share it. I don't care. You can leave bad comments, good comments, whatever you do. Do you, boo. Because I'm going to do me. So y'all have a blessed rest of the week. Keep your loved ones, pray on your loved ones. Anoint your hands with oil and pray over your children. Wives, pray over your kids and your husband. Put oil in their head and ask God to bless them. Husbands, bless your sons and your daughters and your wife. Bless your home. Because the devil knows his time is short. And he's trying to get as many as he can. So I love y'all. Peace out.